Hello, hi, and welcome to EmpathicFire. I am your reader, Jay. This is going to be... What is this? Oh, gosh. I think this is going to be... I don't know if this is going to be a new series. I don't know what. Listen, number one, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time viewing, hi, how are you? If you're a returning viewer, you're going to see that this is some new content that I'm throwing up on the channel. I've been inspired. I was really led to do a series possibly, or at least just right now at this time frame, where I am right now, when I am right now, to do a reading for people who are not in communication with specific signs, okay? So that's kind of already going to be in the title. You're kind of already going to know that, but I'm explaining it to you just in case you stumble upon this 20 years from now and you don't know. I don't know, maybe you're archiving what happened on YouTube in 2019. Anyway, so guys, welcome. This is, again, specifically for people who are not in communication. No apps, just no talking, no messaging, no calling, no letters, no Skyping, no nothing with Scorpios. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, whether they be friend, whether they be family, whether they be a loved one, whether they be whoever to you, if you're not talking to them and you're wondering what's going on, or you're wondering what messages they might have for you, this is the reading, okay? So, first time doing this, I actually rolled some dice. I rolled some dice to get, like, I suppose the signs, or rather the signs for people that needed it most. So Scorpio is first, next is Gemini, then it'll be Cancer, and then it'll be Taurus. I'm starting with those four. Maybe I'll do all 12 at some point, but at least I'm starting with these four, okay? So if you're dealing, again, with a Scorpio that you are not talking to, they're not talking to you, maybe it's a mutual thing, this is the reading, okay, guys? So what's going to happen is, I think this is what's going to, yes, this is what's going to happen, because I kind of did like a little test layout, and I felt good about it. So we're going to do 3 down here. By the way, there's a timestamp if you want to jump ahead. I always put it down there. It's in the description box, okay, guys? So we're going to have 3 cards. At the bottom left, that's the message from Scorpio. The message at the top right is what your message to Scorpio will be, and then you will share a central energy. You'll see that as I lay it out. And at the end, we'll probably do an oracle card. I felt compelled to put them over here to my side, so I'm probably going to reference to them or use them at some point. And if I don't, c'est la vie. It's not really a promise. It's just kind of what I think I might do. This is what happens when I create new content and I don't really practice it off camera, right? All right, so let's get into it. Those who are dealing with Scorpios and there's no communication, let's see what's coming in for you guys, okay? Messages from Scorpio to the viewer. Messages from Scorpio to the viewer. Ooh, that's easy. 2 bridges, that's it. Let's get into it. 3 cards, please. And viewer, hi. I don't know who you are. You could be a Cancer. You could be another Scorpio. You could be an Aquarius. I don't know. How are you? I hope everything in your life is going well, okay? 1. Okay. That's the first position? Yes. First position? Perfect. We're going to do, 3 cards. Second card. Third. Perfect. Wow. Okay. And then 3 cards from the viewer, what they would want to say to Scorpio in return. Whoa. Ooh, that came out. Just like this. Just like this. 1, 2. And 1 more in the central position. That's too many. Too many. 1 more time, please. There it is. All right. No bottom of the deck because this is some strange reading I've never done before, but here we are. We're learning together, guys. And I think I blocked it off to be somewhat like this. Give me a second, because I like my board to be nice and neat until it's like totally trashed. Something like that. Perfect. Oh, it's a little tight, but we're going to make it work. We're going to make that work. All right, let's flip these. Wow. Okay, well. All right, guys, so remember, the bottom left, that's the Scorpio talking to you. top right, that's where you are talking to Scorpio. And then you guys will share this central energy, and we'll talk about all three all 3 points of view, okay? So first, what Scorpio would like to tell you, dear viewer, Six of Swords mixed with the Six of Cups in reverse and the Devil card in reverse. That Devil card, major arcana for Capricorn. So you might be the Capricorn in Scorpio's life, or there just might be a Capricorn in the mix. But since this is like a collective energy, do not bank on any other sign being relevant except for Scorpio and whatever you are. If you are the Capricorn and you know that's relevant, cool. Now, on their end, you know, there's a desire to move. Some of them might be moving, actually. Six of Swords might be traveling to a new home, traveling because of work, just being busy, or being driven to keep themselves busy. Yeah, there's this preoccupied nature, and it's something they're doing either by themselves, or I don't know who it might be with, because you see multiple people in the boat there. So this person is traveling alone, or moving with family, moving with friends. This is like also a bit of an anxious energy, a bit of a, I don't know what's happening next. I don't really know. Like they're moving, this Scorpio, they would tell you that they're moving, that they're busy, that they're wrapped up in something. But it's very like anxiety ridden for them. A lot of irons in the fire kind of feeling behind that. And even though collectively, I feel like they would want to tell you these things, they would want to express this to you, they would want to share the details of their life with you right now, something is preventing them from doing that. It could just be literally having the logistics of having to travel, having to pack up boxes and move them to a new house or whatever it is, or, you know, maybe having some anxiety over money or the actual, like I said, like scheduling or logistics of it, you know, having a set date that they have to be at a certain arrival place or destination rather. And it's just like a lot of hubbub, a lot of busy energy that ironically keeps them quiet. Well, maybe not ironically. I mean, you're dealing with a Scorpio, right? Scorpios are very internal, you know. They keep a lot of things not necessarily hidden, but under wraps. You know, they like to handle things all on their own. They really don't like to ask people for help or show that they're in need of help, show that they're in need of assistance. So there's a little bit of arrogance there, or not arrogance, I'm sorry, pride or ego there, sure. But ultimately it's protective energy. So that could be a part of it, that this move, whatever they're focusing, or rather whatever their energy is wrapped up in right now, it could be that they're not involving you to protect you, okay? Next, Six of Cups in reverse. So for some of you, this is a Scorpio you've known a long time, right? Maybe from your childhood, could be childhood friends, childhood sweethearts, could be long-lost relatives, cousins, you know, siblings, whatever. You know, it's very general. And they are, given the orientation, just for a few of you, not for everybody, the boat in the Six of Swords is moving towards the Six of Cups. So some Scorpios are returning home, maybe to their hometown or your hometown, or maybe you guys still live where you grew up and Scorpio's coming back, who knows? And that would be kind of weird to be silent about that. I don't know why in that particular situation, if Scorpio is returning to a common area that you both know of, that you grew up in, that was significant in your relationship, why would they not tell you that they're coming back? That's kind of weird. That's just a question. I'm not diving into that. But the Six of Cups in reverse, for you guys, it feels like Scorpio would say they know the history between you. It's very raw to them. It's very real to them. Ooh, very real. Okay. And they value it, but they can't prioritize it right now. They can't, okay, thank you. They can't live in the past, because a lot of times with the Six of Cups, especially when it's in the upright. This, again, this is in reverse. When it's in the upright, we tend to romanticize the past. We tend to look back on the past with, rose-tinted glasses, and we have pleasant memories of a person. Again, childhood friend, romantic partner, old, long-lost relatives, whatever it is. With this being in the reverse, I think that Scorpio would tell you, I do know what we have or what we had or our history together is special, but I can't focus on it that way, or I can't think of it that way. And it's like, I can't. It feels very, I can't. I'm going to clarify that, actually. Not right now, but I will clarify that because, being that it's in the reverse is not an automatic negation of what it is in the upright. It just feels altered. It feels skewed. It's like bittersweet. Thank you. That's the word. Bittersweet for Scorpio, to acknowledge or be aware of what you guys share together. And then probably because of the Six of Swords, not being able to really pull it, to focus on that right now, or like I said, prioritize it, focus on it. In some cases, like honor it, And it could be, thank you, like remember what I said, maybe I didn't say it. I'm going to say it now, in case I didn't say it. There are other people in this boat with Scorpio. How many? 2 other people at least. So it could be, business partners, could be romantic partners or family situation that Scorpio is in that prevents them, or maybe not prevents, but has their full attention. Their attention is just with what is going on in that Six of Swords, whatever's going on in that boat, whatever's going on in that travel, whatever's going on in that move. That is where Scorpio's focus is. And if they're not literally, like I said, with the boat being pointed towards the Six of Cups, if they're not literally moving towards a physical space that you guys share in your history, it stays in their mind. It's always in the background of their mind, always in the back of their head, or the back of their mind. They don't release it, despite maybe what you think, despite maybe what they are showing you, or what they've maybe even previously told you. So, kind of per usual, Scorpio's going through some shit. Their last card on their line is the Devil card in reverse. All right. So again, major arcana for Capricorn. There might be a Capricorn in the mix. It's so general. Don't even bank on that. But with the Devil in reverse, I think that they would tell you with that card, a lot of times when the Devil is in the upright, we feel as if we lack control. We feel as though we're helpless and powerless in our own situations. With the Devil in reverse, through some type of moving away or movement, it's like almost literal movement in some cases. It's going to be literal. I'm moving my body. I'm moving my home. I'm moving my job, whatever it is. Something about this move is a transformative experience for Scorpio. That's freeing them from something. In the middle, maybe in some of your cases, is this connection with you, this history with you, this recognition with you. Because the other part of the Six of Cups I didn't mention, I'll mention it now, is it can be viewed as a soulmate card. It can be viewed as a card of significant soul relationships, romantic or otherwise, okay? So I feel that in the long run, not the long run, based on the trajectory of what I see here, Scorpio is making moves to free themselves, to lessen a burden, or to lessen some type of stress, lessen some type of control, or a perception of not being in control. Because that also, like I was saying, when we have the Devil in the upright, we view our situation to be powerless. We view our situation to be hopeless, and that we're powerless within it. You reverse that energy, you regain the power, you regain hope, you gain clarity, or you gain the ability to steer your own boat, steer yourself in whatever direction you want to go. That's interesting. Now, here you are as the viewer. Let's see if we get some confirmation for you. What would you tell Scorpio if you guys were in communication? Well, first off, you tell them that you're worried. You tell them that you're possibly up late at night thinking about them or worrying about them or thinking about the connection or worrying why you're not communicating. A lot of you, like, you have actual worry over the safety and security of this Scorpio. You have concern that they're doing well, that they're healthy, that they're safe, that they're happy. This feels really protective. Like, I don't know why, but this fox is striking me to be like a parental figure, or like more specifically a motherly figure, or motherly energy, I should say. So you have this protective message for Scorpio, in case the Scorpio is cross-watching, because probably one of you is, and it would be weird. It's going to be weird. I got to figure out a way to title this. But anyway, so it's like this fox looks like it's like up late at night worrying about its baby foxes. I don't know. What do you call those? Pups? Cubs? I don't know. And it's just like, oh, I hope they're okay. Now, that would make sense if you know, or you have a feeling or a hunch that Scorpio is moving, traveling, shifting things around in their life. That could cause worry, especially with physical travel, whether you're moving across the land, you know, in a car or on a train or on a truck or whatever, or if you're traveling across the seas on a boat, or, you know, all kinds of crazy accidents can happen when we travel, right? So there's like an actual worry about the physical safety of whatever Scorpio is dealing with, okay? I don't know what it is. I think I will clarify in a second. But so you would tell them, I worry about you. I'm concerned after your safety. I'm concerned after your well-being. I hope you're okay. Some of you are really up late at night. You have anxiety over this, which is kind of mirrored down here, because I did mention there's an anxiety on the Scorpio's end, dealing with what they're actually having to do, having to deal with all the logistics and planning and scheduling. It's like anxiety in that sense. And on your sense, it's just like a worrisome anxiety. Like, oh my God, I hope everything's okay, you know? You would also tell them, with the Judgment card, secondary major arcana for Scorpio. So they're confirmed to be here, or you're confirmed to be focused on them. You would tell them, you know, after all is said and done, I hope we can have something, or I hope that we can be friends. I hope that we can stay civil with one another, or that we can come together. Because the Judgment card is going to go either way. It's going to go, let's put it to bed. Let's draw a line in the sand under this thing and finish it out. Or let's try this again. Let's revamp the situation. Let's reinvigorate the situation and start over. Okay. So you know what side you're on, you know, viewer. You guys know what side you're on. You either want to say, you know, shake Scorpio's hand, smile at them and wish them, you know, bid them adieu, you know, bon voyage, or you're just like wanting to embrace them and bring it back to something. I feel most of you, maybe not bring it back to what it was, but certainly you don't, many of you, let me go ahead and choose the other word. Not most, but many of you would love to at least stay in touch with Scorpio. And again, this is about not having communication. So it's more than likely you want those communication lines to be opened up again. And that's kind of mirrored a little bit again with the Six of Cups in the reverse, where they feel incapable. Scorpio feels incapable because they're busy with this, that they can't fully open up to you. They can't fully share in the good times with you. They're preoccupied. And you're like, when the time comes, or if the opportunity presents itself, or if there's ever a chance, you know, hit me up. You would tell them, hit me up. When you're not busy, hit me up. Interesting. And the artwork here for your side viewer is that there's an angel on that card, and they're wearing a mask. So for you, some of you, you're in prayer about this, you're in meditation about this, you're invoking some type of spiritual guidance, or you're invoking some type of help from the other world, you know, from whatever you believe in or don't believe in, from whoever or whomever you believe in or don't believe in, okay? The mask and it being slightly off of the angel's face, it's giving me this idea that the contact has been made. Meaning, if you've prayed for the safety of Scorpio, if you've prayed or wished for things between the two of you to open up again, it's happening. The mask is coming off. It's slowly being revealed that the avenue to communicate will happen. But it will take time, and it probably won't happen when you expect it. Because that's the thing about masks. It's a surprise. It's hiding the true self, right? So you don't expect what's underneath the mask, where you're always like, oh, you know, like now they just quickly like give me a very, very, in this moment, very cultural reference point of The Masked Singer, which is like, I think it's an original South Korean show, but The Masked Singer is like the show here in America where celebrities, quote that, get up and they sing and they're in these big elaborate masks and you're like, who's behind the mask? And then they take off the mask and you're supposed to be so shocked, right? That's basically what's going on here. Is you're saying to them, oh, is that the surprise? Maybe that would be surprising to Scorpio, that you would be open to communicating with them. Got it. Solve that. All right, and the final card that you would share with Scorpio, or the message that you have for them, is the Page of Cups. Water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You might be a water sign as well. It's general, though. It really doesn't matter. This is like a very tender offer. Very tender, timid, right? She's not even looking at us. She's turned away. The cup that she has that might be offered is kind of not extended. It's not extended at all, but it's there. It's just a matter of tapping on the shoulder, or her to look over her shoulder to see the opportunity to share the cup, and then the situation or the scenario would unfold from there. So on your side, viewer, worrying, but wishing and hoping and being timidly ready, tentatively ready to make an offer, to open up lines of communication. And maybe that's it. Maybe you're afraid to step forward. Maybe you're afraid to dial them. Maybe you're afraid or reluctant to send a message. Maybe you know they're busy and you don't want to intrude. The Page of Cups definitely would not want to intrude. Okay? That's interesting. Because I feel that it's there, but it's just like, it's very shy. You might be shy around them. You know, maybe you haven't talked for years. And so the idea of speaking first, just like you're too afraid to do it. Now, collectively, what you share, Page of Cups and the Devil. One of you, both of you, either of you, whatever, has to overcome this devil energy, right? To read it from their side, they're trying to conquer, because when the devil's in reverse, we try to conquer what is holding us back, right? So they're trying to conquer their own emotions about the situation. Confused emotions, maybe. From their side, again, from Scorpio's side. I want to conquer my confused emotions. I don't want to be stuck regretting. Maybe an opportunity to mend fences with the viewer, with the person who's watching, right? Maybe this is an apology in combination, Devil in reverse and the Page of Cups, an apology, maybe headed your way from Scorpio if the lines of communication open up. And from your side, top down, Page of Cups to the Devil. Forgiveness. Because when when the Devil is in reverse, that's a lack of power, right? Or the big roar, you know, like veracity and fearsome image of the devil is now watered down. It's now tamed. It's now revealed to be a bunch of smoke and mirrors. It's a performance, right? It's not as real or as intense as you thought it would be. So you come to this person, towards Scorpio, who may have seemed fearsome or intense or somehow out, maybe not out of control, but just like larger than life. Maybe you thought it could be that. It could be that. Again, this page going down towards the devil. Forgiveness for maybe them having their own shortcomings, as we all do. Every human is full of shortcomings, right? So it feels like you are willing or wanting to tell them, I forgive you. If this was about possibly addictions or some type of excess, some type of temptation, something where they fell to their shortcomings, right? You want to tell them, I forgive you. All right, do we know? I want a little clarification on the Six of Cups. Why is the Six of Cups coming from Scorpio? What is Scorpio intending to say with the Six of Cups? Show me clarification on the Six of Cups. Why is the Six of Cups here from Scorpio? Oh my God, that's like 2. But that's kind of what I want. I love 2. And again, in the reverse. So 7 of Cups and the Star card in reverse. So just to show you it upright so you can kind of get used to the images here. But again, I'm going to read it like it's in the reverse because that's how it came. So 7 of Cups in reverse, like definitely similar to what I was just saying with that Devil card. Indulgence, overindulgence, or temptation. And with the Star in reverse next to it, Aquarian energy, you might be an Aquarius or an Aquarius might be on their side. It doesn't really matter. Not prioritizing a healthy lifestyle. Not having proper, clear perspective in a situation. Yeah? They know that now. This Six of Cups, maybe in your past, the past that you guys shared together, maybe, you know, you guys, again, old high school friends, college friends, whatever, maybe back in the day you guys went to all the frat house parties, right? Maybe you skipped all your classes, like a lot of indulgent, you know, ego satisfying, gratifying energy with that combination. And really lacking a long-term perspective. This is, you know, the reason they're telling you that, or not the reason they're telling you this, but the reasoning behind what they would be expressing to you is they were not healthy before. Maybe they're still not. Maybe it's a work in progress. We're all works in progress, right? So they recognize they have a lot of work to do. And I mean, look at what came out. Out of the 5 cards that I've laid for them total, 4 of them are in the reverse. So even if they're moving on, moving house, moving even back to where you guys grew up, maybe they're moving back into your neighborhood or in your city or whatever, it doesn't matter. The proximity, the physical proximity is not really the case because there's no pentacles on their side. So there's no physical anything here. They are wrapped up still in something that isn't fully healed, isn't necessarily fully healthy, or they still have to attend to some details or some specific point of healing, of hurt, right? Rather, a point of hurt that would allow them to communicate, I think is what that is. They've really, especially with that, because I wanted to know why the Six of Cups is in the reverse. Between the two of you, it might have been something really primal. Like you guys, I feel like either you were lovers at some point, you guys had a tumultuous sexual relationship or a very romantic relationship. If you were friends or family members, you guys partied all the time. You guys shared a lot of secrets, and then maybe there was a betrayal of secrets at some point, because this feels like historical, or it feels like the environment, well, not the environment, but the temperature that Scorpio is recognizing is things didn't exactly work out between you and them. and they realize that. Do I want anything on your side? I don't think I do. Page of Cups? Nah. No, I feel your side is pretty clear, so we're going to stop that. What's the time on this? Oh, not too bad. Is that 30? I think that's 30 minutes. Do we want an oracle today? Let's see. I'm like trying to really connect with my oracle decks over here. So I apologize if I have you waiting for nothing. Because it may or may not happen. An oracle card for those dealing with Scorpios, please. Okay, we'll go with that. Thank you. All right, we're going to do the Divine Circus by Alana Fairchild. That's the back of it. That's the front of it. All right. I don't ever use oracles for my general reading, so welcome. An oracle card, please, for this reading overall between those dealing with Scorpios and Scorpios themselves. What's a general message that we can share between these two who are not communicating at this time? A general oracle card for these people who are not in communication with Scorpio. Oracle for those not in communication with Scorpio, please. Good, thank you. This was fun. I'm glad I followed my intuition. I could have worked overtime today, and I said, no, go home and record, Jay. Especially since you got that one personal that you didn't do over the weekend. So I did that first, and then now I'm doing this. All right, well, there it is. Guest of Honor. Card 22. Master number, if you're into that. I'm not going to read the whole thing from the book because these entries are long. But we're going to get a little something for you guys. From Guest of Honor. Oh, I should stop trying to straighten everything and just read the damn card. There are times to break free from the crowd, to stand alone and have the courage to be the outsider. If you are brave enough to endure the times when you feel like you don't fit in, you gain a precious treasure. This is the ability to know who you really are and to learn to love that self. When you are solid in your self-esteem and your self-knowledge, the powers you have developed as an outsider, including different viewpoints and ways of understanding the world, can be brought back to the rest of the world to be shared to create a better world for all. It's a bit like a soul vision of sharing your holiday pictures with the family after a big adventure, opening up their minds to other worlds and maybe even inspiring them to take their own journey. Okay, so we talked a bit about holidays, journeys, right? Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe Scorpio is on like an extended holiday and they're not talking to anybody. Maybe they've unplugged from the world, kind of wanting to become a recluse for a while, right? But I think that whole thing in there about sort of being an outsider, right? That really feels shared between the two of you. I really feel like this is either for people that are like have had a romantic or tryst, if not romantic, like just a very passionate exchange with a Scorpio, and now that's completely annexed, or it's completely, you know, again, no communication, or you were like bosom buddies back in the day with Scorpio, and things again still have fallen apart between you, and the reason you both came together in the first place was because you both in some way are that outsider. You found that common ground between the two of you. That's what that feels like. All right, guys, I'm going to leave this here. What is this reading? I don't really know. But if you liked it, the like button is down below. Go ahead and hit it for me. Leave a comment. Let me know how this resonates in your life. What's going on between you and Scorpio. If you're the Scorpio, you can leave a comment as well. Feel free to share this video across your social media platforms. And of course, guys, subscribe to my channel if you've never obviously, if you've never subscribed before. If you're like doing subscribe on and off, that's kind of a weird thing. But if you would please subscribe to the channel if you like what you saw here, that would be amazing, all right? know when I'll do this specific reading again. For those who are not in communication with Scorpio, we'll see how it fares on the channel. We'll see how I'm guided by my own intuition, by my own guides, of whether or not I'll keep this up. But hopefully, if you liked it, you'll let me know. And if so, I'll continue to do it, all right? How's that sound? Is that a deal? Maybe we'll make it a deal, huh? All right, guys. I thank you so much for watching this video today. Take care. Bye.